with Gay Podcast. Dom Tamale here. What's up, you guys? Back with another Scandal review. Today I will be reviewing Scandal Season 5, Episode 7, Even the Devil Deserves a Second Chance. Okay. Ahead of time, I apologize for the audio quality. My computer has broke down all of a sudden. I mean, it has been tripping for the past year, but the UBS is not working, so I'm not able to, hook my mic or whatever. But it's okay. I finally ordered a new laptop. I've been trying to order a new laptop for a year. And I finally ordered it because I'm just fed up. You know what I'm saying? I'm fed up. If I can't record my reviews for y'all, look, okay, there's a problem. Okay. This episode of Scandal was actually really good. I'm not exactly sure if I think it's better than last week, but it might come close second for one of the best this season so far. Whatever. I really liked it. Okay, so I'm gonna get started with the not so important shit first, because usually I get to that at the end and I don't be feeling like even going into that shit. So we have Jake. Jake is in Olivia's apartment and he's been drinking and he's upset about, her letting Rowan out and his wife or whatever being killed. So he reads, or at least tries to read, the hell out of Olivia. Now, I was fully here for what Jake was saying. Like, everything he was saying was pretty much true about Olivia. And it was definitely a reality check. And kind of throughout this episode, Olivia was getting reality checks. She at least got 2. And maybe 3 if you want to count the reality check that she gave herself. So, yeah, so I think the, reality check was good. Everything he was saying was, pretty much on point. But at the same time, I was like, Jake, when are you going to finally move on with your life? You know what I'm saying? Like, when are you finally going to say, you know what, enough is enough? And I understand that with this quote-unquote wife, he was going to go away and try to forget about Olivia. But to me, he was kind of doing it out of spite. And when you do things out of spite, you never win. Regardless if someone hurt me, so I'm going to go away with this. Like, no. Okay, it wouldn't have worked out anyway because you was doing it out of spite. I need Jake to take the time to get over Olivia. And I'm not saying don't date, whatever, but take the time to get over this bitch, because clearly you not over her. You not trying. Like, take the time to get over her and then go out and find you a woman. Like, I'm tired of Jake being in this in-between stage. And I, like I said, I was here for what he was saying, but at the same time, it was like, dude, if you was over her, you wouldn't even be sitting in her apartment drunk doing this. You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't even be reading her. And then it's like, okay, your wife, but it's like, and I'm not denying that he didn't love her and blah, 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 because he could have really loved and cared for her, but it's like, how long ago was that? She came back in your life for 2 seconds and now was like you were so in love with this bitch again. And I understand, like, if they soulmates, whatever the hell you want to call it. But at the end of the day, please, okay? Jake needs to go on. And when he kisses her at the end, I mean, awkward? Can we say awkward? Okay. Also, throughout the episode, Lizzie Bear is, she is going to basically go on an interview with Sally Langston. And throughout the episode, people are trying to stop her, blah, blah, blah. She ends up doing the interview because Fitz offers her a job. I don't really understand Lizzie Bear's character, but I don't want to be disrespectful about it. Like, bitch, why are you on the show? I don't want to be that way, because I think that because Shonda Rhimes know what the fuck she doing. She knows what the hell she's doing. So I think that Lizzie Bear is going to play, at least I'm hoping, that she is going to play a bigger part in this story that we see right now. Because really, if you think about it, it's like, okay, really, why is she on the show? What's her point? I don't get it. But it has to be something. Like at the end of all of this, it has to be something that she's involved in or that she's going to play a role in that we're all going to be like, okay, now I see her point. She belongs on a show. But right now it's like, okay, like what are you doing here? She has sex with David Rosen. And I also thought that he was going to get with the vice president. Like was I the only one who was thinking that? Because him and the vice president was a little flirty, and they had been, meeting up with their little drinks and stuff in his office, and then all of a sudden it's Lizzie Bear. Like I didn't really understand that. I mean, I get the whole, he likes, crazy type of girls and wild, not crazy but wild type of women, but. I don't know. And I like the vice president. I like the vice president better than I like Lizzie Bear. Like 10 times better. I'd rather him be with the vice president than Lizzie Bear. First of all, she's cuter. She's funnier. She would be more down to earth and more cool. You know what I'm saying? But that's just my opinion. Whatever. Okay. So, get to the nitty gritty. Alright. The nitty gritty of the episode, OPA finally gets a case. They haven't had a case in weeks because Olivia has been the mistress, the whore, whatever, so nobody's been effing with them. Finally, a young woman comes in and says that she got raped by the man who the White House just gave some type of medal or award to earlier that day. I don't remember his name. But basically, this whole case is mirroring the whole Bill Cosby situation. So if you know that situation, if you didn't see the episode, just think about the Bill Cosby situation, and that's exactly what it was. This man did a whole bunch of things for women, for colleges, for schools, whatever, third world countries, whatever the hell he did. He did a bunch for these people, and then it, comes out that he raped a whole bunch of women. And that's basically what it was. So this woman is saying he raped me, blah, blah, blah. So basically throughout the episode, Olivia is trying to find, clues, whatever. You know what OPA does. So they end up going to, his house. And his wife brings up the fact that she came over because she plagiarized. She dropped that little gem. So they went back to the girl and said, okay, you lied. You're not supposed to lie to me, blah, blah, blah. They go back, have another meeting. And when they have the other meeting, that's when the shit hits the fan. They find out that the wife had been an accessory helping helping her husband basically rape these women, may or may not have been setting it up for him to rape these women. You know what I'm saying? Like, we basically find out that she had a lot to do with it. She knew about it. She was supplying him the drugs. I mean, it was a very sick situation, but there's no but. That was just a sick ass situation. I do like the scene, or the part of the scene where she snaps at him when he's about to speak. And I think that kind of went with the underlining meaning of the whole episode, which I'm going to get to later when Olivia is in the White House at the end. But just to speak on it now, I think it plays to the underlying meaning that the man is usually in front because of the whole sexist ways about, the world that we live in. But the woman is usually the one behind the man, making the decisions, thanking for him, telling him what to do. And we all know that, men say all the time, behind a great man is a even greater woman. Like, we hear those phrases all the time because that's usually how it is. And which plays, like I said, to the bigger part of the episode, or the underlining meaning to the episode, whichever way you see it. Her man doing all of this, but her being behind him, basically controlling the whole situation. And you could see that when she snapped at him when he was about to speak. You could clearly see that she was running this before he even, you know what I'm saying, thought that he was running it. She was running the situation the whole time. So that's basically what happened with that situation. Now, throughout the episode, Cyrus had been trying to come to the president and tell him different things and try to get him to make different decisions about different things. But when he would go into the office, Olivia would either always be there, or she would always give her, her tea, or tell her opinion, or basically tell Fitz what to do without telling him what to do. And you could tell that Cyrus was just like, what in the world? He couldn't really figure out what the hell was going on until the end. And we see when he figures it out, and he approaches her about it. But throughout the scenes, you could tell he's trying to figure it out. You can tell it's annoying him. You can tell, but you can also tell that he hasn't really put his finger on it yet. So, at the very end, she's about to leave the office to go, I guess, back home, wherever the hell. And Cyrus is like, homie, let me speak to you for a minute. He basically breaks down, and I don't have specific quotes because y'all know I don't do the specific quotes, but he basically breaks down to her, you have been the president the whole time, and that's what I've been trying to figure out. He is a pawn, a puppet, and you have been pulling the strings. It's basically what Cyrus broke down to her, that you've had control. And instead of reading her, I kind of felt like Cyrus was like touche. You know what I'm saying? Because we all know Cyrus he makes moves. He's a power player, and that's what he does. And I felt at first like he was reading her, but then I was like, he's not reading her. He's saying touche. Like he's applauding her. Like, I see what you did. You came in here as the mistress. You can come and go as you please. Like, this is better than the ring. You done got the oval. You done got that. Like, you are making the decisions. You are basically president right now. Like, that's better than probably anything that you could have ever got with the damn ring. You would have been stuck in here like Melly, doing the dumb things that they had Melly doing. That would have been your job. And now, instead of that, you're basically the president. And I felt as though he was like applauding her for that. Like, I see what the hell you did. I see what you did on that. Then we have a very significant scene at the end where she walks him back to the Oval Office, and Fitz is like, oh, I thought you were leaving for the night. And she pours herself some brown liquor, and she takes a sip, and he's looking at her. He's basically trying to figure out what's wrong. And for a split second, and I have to let y'all know this, for a split second, I really thought that Olivia was going to take a different approach than what she did. When she was standing in front of him and she had worry, which I thought was worry at the time. She had worry on her face, and she was looking at him, and he was across from her, or diagonal, whatever. I really thought that she was going to take the approach of, okay, Cyrus said that basically the president doesn't need to be happy. He needs to be an upset man, an angry man, to make the decisions that he needs to make. I thought she was going to expose the fact that she let her father out. Now stay with me, y'all. I thought that she was going to expose the fact that she let her father out just so he can handle the business that he needs to handle. Because she kind of has done that throughout past seasons. When they were good and he wasn't doing his job, she somehow fucked it up. Somehow she found a way, whether she was doing it purposely or not, she found a way to fuck it up so he can get back to what he needed to do. So I thought that's what she was going to do this time. Because even though Cyrus let her know what it was and she finally understood what it was, I thought that she wasn't going to want all of that power. Naive of me, because that's the whole point of Olivia Pope. I mean, she is Rowan's daughter. Like, that's the whole point. You know what I'm saying? Like, she wants power. But I was being naive, and I was thinking that she was going to take a different approach. So, Olivia drinks her drink. She takes her sips, and she stands on the y'all know what I'm trying to say. I don't really know what it's called, but that circle part of the carpet in the damn oval, she stands on that and she gives him orders. Now, in the beginning of the episode, she was like subtly giving him orders. It was like he would ask and she would say, okay, I think you need to do this, blah, blah, blah. Not this time. She told this fool what he need to do. Like, straight up, the whole day, the whole week, next month, for the rest of your fucking term. This is what the hell you need to do, my dude. That's basically what she told him. And while she was saying that, this fool grabs a goddamn pen and pad and goes to sit down on the couch. Then we get this beautiful scene where the camera pans out and we see her standing with her brown liquor where the president usually stands with his brown liquor. And we see Fitz sitting on the couch. So basically, they have switched positions in this scene, or at this time. Like I said, goes back to the woman, having the power behind the man, or having the control behind the man. And basically, this whole episode has been about power plays and about taking control with women throughout the whole episode, even with Lizzie Bear and David. I mean, that was definitely a power type of control, type of situation. Just throughout the whole episode. And I thought the episode was beautiful, and I like how they painted that picture of it. I also like them telling the whole Bill Cosby situation, but from a different view. I think sometimes our opinions can get biased, or can be biased, when it comes to this whole Bill Cosby situation, whether you're for or against, or believe or don't believe, whatever. I think the way we feel can be a little biased because we know Bill Cosby. Now we have a man that we don't know at all. This man, we don't know. He's a character in a story that we're just being introduced to. And I think we were able to have a unbiased opinion about what this man did. And I like how Shonda Rhimes did that, because it makes us look at how we are looking at the Bill Cosby situation. It kind of makes us take a step back and say, wait, maybe I'm not looking at this Bill Cosby situation the way I should. Maybe I am biased, because technically you can't say that this character is a foul man and he deserves to go to jail, and then turn around and say, oh, well, Bill Cosby didn't do it. You can't do that because it's pretty much the same situation. It's pretty much the exact same situation. And I love how Shonda Rhimes did that, because she made us look at it in a totally different manner. Rape is wrong, no matter if you're drugging them, not drugging them, whatever. Rape is wrong. And that's where I'm going to end that at. Now, my predictions for next week. Well, yeah, I'm going to just do next week, because the winter finale, I have no damn idea. Okay, from the previews, which I need to watch again because it went by so damn fast. From the previews, basically they were like, goddamn, is Olivia Fitz even going to last to the winter premiere? And I'm like, goddamn. They've literally got their dream come true, and had their dream come true for fucking 4 episodes, like, and it's gonna end already. Like, I'm so tired, and I think I said this in a previous fucking review. I'm so tired of Fitz and Olivia doing this back and forth. I can't see it no more. Either they gonna have to be happy together and continue to do this damn relationship shit, or they just not gonna be together. And that's just what it's gonna have to be. Olivia gonna have to decide if after this, after she's realized that she has the power, if she still respects this man and want to stay with him, but it has to be final. It has to be final, because them going back and forth all the time is ruining the show for me. I don't know about anybody else, but I understand relationships are up and down, but you're not supposed to break up every 5 seconds in a relationship. You work through the shit. You work through the problems. I can't deal with Olivia and homeboy breaking up every 5 seconds, not knowing what the fuck they gonna do. They scared, not scared. They want to do it, they don't. I can't no more. So either this gonna have to be final, or they gonna work through this fucking issue and stay together. I think that this power that Olivia has is going to go to her head in a negative way. It's going to go to her head in a negative way. And I think it's going to take... I haven't had much time to think about this, y'all. But I think it may take her father to somehow snap her out of this shit. I don't know if it's going to have to be him making the comparison, saying, oh, I knew you were just like me. I don't know what it's going to be, but I think that she may start going down a negative road. And if you really think about it, it has been foreshadowed this whole season that she may take a negative route. So yeah, that's pretty much my prediction. I don't really have, too many predictions. about this season. I'm loving it so far. Y'all know at the beginning I wasn't really banging with it, but these past 2 episodes I've been all the way here. Just the fucking symbolism. I mean, Shonda Rhimes. I don't know who wrote the episode, but we all know Shonda Rhimes is behind it all. I mean, shout out to the writer too, because they wrote this beautiful script. But Shonda Rhimes, if I could bow to you right now, I would. I mean, your writing, your fucking everything that you do is just fucking beautiful and impeccable. Like, I don't know if I've seen anything better than this on TV, at least right now. I mean, shout out to Shonda Rhimes, y'all. I'm done. Like, comment, and subscribe. Peace, y'all, and shout out to the haters. Peace.